You ever wonder how ancient warriors or even Greek gods built those incredible physiques? I mean, they didn't have any fancy gyms or complicated machines. So, what was their secret? Well, here's the thing. That secret is just as powerful today, and believe it or not, you already have everything you need to use it.
You know the feeling, right? You look in the mirror and you wish for a body that just feels better, one that makes your clothes fit well, that gives you a bit of confidence. But then, reality hits. Gym fees are expensive, finding time to travel there is a hassle, and honestly, once you're there, it's just confusing. What if you could get that confident, natural-looking physique you want right from the comfort of your own home?
So let's dive right in. Look, this isn't some magic trick, it's a promise. We're about to lay out a really clear, step-by-step plan, and I mean it when I say, if you follow this with some real dedication for the next 90 days, you are not just going to transform your body. You're going to transform your confidence, your energy, and honestly, the way you see yourself.
Okay, so here's our blueprint. We're going to start with the promise, what's actually possible from home. Then we'll get into the science of how you can build muscle without a gym. After that, I'll give you your complete 90-day workout plan and the diet you need to fuel it. We'll wrap up with the real secret that ties it all together, and then, well, your challenge begins.
First things first, let's get clear on the goal here. We're not trying to become some massive bodybuilder. The goal is a balanced, athletic-looking physique. You know, broad shoulders that fill out a t-shirt, a leaner waist that creates that classic V shape, some toned arms, maybe some visible abs. It's about a body that doesn't just look strong, but makes you feel strong and confident.
All right, let's tackle the biggest question you probably have right now. Can I really build muscle without lifting heavy weights at a gym? And the answer to that question, well, it pretty much shatters one of the biggest myths in the entire fitness industry. Here's the truth. Your muscles have no idea if you're in a fancy, expensive gym or in your bedroom. They only understand one thing: challenge. The scientific key to muscle growth is a principle called progressive overload. And all that really means is, to get stronger, you have to consistently make your workouts just a little bit harder over time. That's it. Let me make this super simple with a quick analogy. Imagine you lift a bucket of water 10 times today. It's kind of tough. Now, if you do that every single day for 2 weeks, it's going to start to feel easy, right? Your body has adapted, so it has no reason to get any stronger. But what happens if you add a little more water to the bucket? Suddenly, it's a new challenge, and that forces your muscles to start growing again.
And that, right there, is the key. In a gym, you add more water by adding more weight plates to the bar. At home, we create the exact same effect, just differently. We can increase our reps, maybe going from 10 push-ups to 15. We can change our form to a harder variation, or we can even just reduce our rest time between sets. The principle is exactly the same. You don't need heavy weights, you just need to keep challenging yourself.
All right, that's enough theory. It's time to get into the action. So, welcome to your 90-day workout blueprint. We've structured this entire plan around 3 core days to make sure your whole body develops in a balanced way: a push day, a pull day, and a legs day.
So here's what your week is going to look like. And you might be surprised to see we only have 3 main workout days. Why? Because your muscles don't actually grow during the workout. They grow when you rest and recover. Now, before we get into the exercises, remember the golden rule. Form is always more important than the number of reps. 5 perfect push-ups will do way more for you than 10 sloppy ones. Focus on feeling the right muscle do the work.
Okay, first workout of the week is push day. This targets your chest, shoulders, and triceps. We'll do 3 sets of each. We start with standard push-ups. Once those get easier, you can make them harder by putting your feet up on a couch. Next are pike push-ups, where you get into a V shape to really hit your shoulders. And we'll finish with dips, using a chair or your bed for your triceps. To make those harder, just straighten your legs out in front of you.
Next up is pull day for your back and your biceps. The star of the show here is the body weight row. You can do this by getting under a sturdy table or even by looping a bed sheet over a strong door. The more horizontal your body is, the tougher it gets. The key is to really feel that squeeze in your back muscles. Then we'll do Supermans. You lie on your stomach, lift your arms and legs like you're flying, and that's going to strengthen your lower back. Just hold it for 2 seconds at the top. And finally, we have legs and core day. We'll kick things off with squats, really focusing on perfect form. To make them harder, just hold the position at the bottom for a couple of seconds. Then we've got lunges for balance and stability. For your core, we'll do the plank. Try to hold a perfectly straight body line for as long as you can. And we'll finish with some slow, controlled crunches. Make sure you're squeezing your abs, not pulling with your neck.
Now, you could follow the best workout plan on the planet, but I guarantee you will see 0 results if you miss this next part. Because the real work doesn't even happen during the workout. It all starts right after. Let's talk about the real game changer, your diet.
Let me break this down. When you do push-ups, you're actually creating tiny little micro tears in your chest muscles, and your body senses this damage and thinks, whoa, we need to repair this wall and build it back even stronger for next time. But to rebuild that wall, your body needs building materials. And those building materials? That's the food you eat.
Now forget about all those complicated, restrictive diets. We're going to keep it simple with the 80-20 rule. That means 80% of the time you eat healthy, home-cooked food. The other 20%, you can eat the stuff you crave. This is what makes the plan realistic and something you can actually stick with. The only things to really try and minimize are deep-fried junk food and sugary drinks.
So, the most important fuel you need is protein. Think of it like the cement for that wall we're rebuilding. Without enough protein, muscle growth is pretty much impossible. And you can get it easily from everyday sources like eggs, paneer, lentils, chickpeas, soy chunks, milk, and yogurt. A good rule of thumb is to try and get a palm-sized portion with each meal.
Next up is fuel number 2, carbohydrates. And please, don't be afraid of carbs. Think of this as the petrol for your body. It's the energy that's going to power you through your workouts and help your muscles recover afterwards. You'll find great sources in things like roti, rice, oats, potatoes, and fruits.
And finally, fuel number 3 is healthy fats. This is kind of like the lubricant for your body's engine. It's absolutely essential for healthy hormones and for keeping your joints protected. Super simple sources include almonds, walnuts, some ghee, and peanuts.
And one last, very often forgotten element, water. Your muscles are about 70% water, so you should really be aiming for at least 3 to 4 liters a day. Seriously, never underestimate how important it is to stay hydrated. Okay, so now you have the workout plan and you have the fuel, but there's one final piece of the puzzle that holds it all together.
This brings us to the final and honestly, the most powerful secret of this entire transformation. It's the one thing that separates absolutely everyone who succeeds from those who eventually give up.
The real secret is consistency. Think about it this way. Motivation is like a spark. It's exciting, it gets you started, but it burns out really fast. Discipline is the habit that makes you show up even when that spark is long gone. The day you feel lazy or tired or like nothing is changing, that is the day that actually defines your success. Showing up then is what matters.
And that brings us right to the end. We've shown you the path, we've explained the science behind it, and we've given you the complete workout and diet plan. Literally everything you need to succeed is now in your hands. All that's left is for you to take that first step. Look, I'll leave you with this one thought. The next 90 days are going to pass no matter what you do. They just will. The only real question is, where do you want to be when they're over? Do you want to be in the exact same spot you're in today, wishing for a change? Or do you want to be a new, more confident, and more powerful version of yourself? The choice is yours. Your time starts now.